Well, good evening and welcome to the Bachelor Chef Cooking Show. Here we're going to be showing you how to save a little money by cooking your own food instead of spending pricey amounts of money going out to eat at them fancy restaurants. Now, tonight we're going to be cooking spaghetti, learning how to make spaghetti sauce. So, we're going to be showing you the things you need. Utensils like a stainless steel pot to be cooking the meat and the veggies, and after you do that, you're going to be simmering it in a pot. Now for your spaghetti, you're going to be cooking it in one of these things. Don't forget putting water in there to boil. Now other things you need is veggies. Everybody needs veggies. Don't need one of these, a packet of meat, preferably ground and beef. Alrighty, first thing we gotta do is shear our meat. Let me tell you, shearing our meat is not as hard as it may seem, alright? All you do is throw that in there, put on the heat, and start your burger or frying. You need one of these, mind you. You just chop her all up and get her good and going. And while that's happening, you start chopping your veggies like these things. They're called mushrooms. They're good in it. And once you got them all chopped up, you get some of these here. These are called garlics. They're very good for you. They keep away the old vampires and such. And keep chopping while your meat is searing, okay? You want one of these in there. This onion is very good for you. You peel off the outer stuff because that ain't no good to eat. Up like you chopped everything else up. Don't worry about it. You just chop your heart away. It's all good for you. As you can see, it's the easiest thing in the world to be doing is chopping up onions and peppers and mushrooms, and now you're getting all your veggies set. Slicing them up as your meat is cooking. You let that meat there burn to a crisp while you're doing this because you're not paying attention to it, right? Alright, I'm paying attention. You just flip this, oh, it's all stuck already. You got to keep an eye on your meat. Don't let it burn. And you know when your meat's done, don't you? When it's turned brown, of course. Now when your meat is done, you want to put it all in the small pot you're going to be simmering everything with. Alright? So you take your slotted spoon, and you start putting all your meat in there. Because you want to take the grease out of the bottom of the pan for health's sake. Everybody knows grease is not... Ow! Grease is not part of your diet. Now after you get that, you throw all them veggies you got cut up into that there frying pan. And make sure it's nice and warm so that they start sizzling right away. Oh, it ain't warm enough. I use regular old can of tomato sauce. And you also need one of these here things called a can opener. Then you open it up here like this by turning the handle. Now like magic, the top has come off from the rest of the can, allowing you access to the goods on the inside. Now comes the special parts. You can add all kinds of stuff if you want. If you don't have garlic, garlic powder. Then you want some Italian seasoning. If you got it, it helps, believe me. Put in as much as your heart desires or as little as your heart desires. I don't care, it's up to you. I always put stuff like a little bit of dried mustard in there to perk her up. Now, if you're like me, you always got a bottle of wine around. Pour a little wine in there. Now, if you don't have wine, just a splash of vinegar will do, alright? This ain't rocket science, okay? You wouldn't expect that you could cook like your mama used to cook. You want water in this thing before you put the spaghetti in there. So we're going to be doing that. Now your sauce, you might just want to make it and leave it there and simmer for hours at a time. And your girlfriend will say, "Ooh, you're such a fine cook." That's enough. So when you're ready, you got your sauce simmered enough, you start turning that on and let it simmer. And now your veggies are done. And we want to put them in with that sauce. So, make sure you got one of these handy. You put these veggies in the sauce. And that ain't lit. I was getting a little dizzy from the gas. Make sure the gas is working. Well, now that I got these veggies in there, I think I'm gonna let it simmer some more. Now that you got your sauce cooking, you're gonna put the water on the flame, and we're gonna add a little bit of oil to it so the pasta doesn't stick together. Oh, where has the time gotten? I've been playing my silly video games, forgetting about the boiling water. Well, now that the water's boiling, you want to add your spaghettis. Now you don't want to watch the water for it to be boiling, because everybody knows a watched pot never boils. Now you want to take your spaghetti, and what I do is cut the spaghetti in half so that you don't got them long spaghettis to be having this twirl on the fork. And I noticed our sauce that's been simmering for a long time, either a half hour or as long as 2 hours or more, has gotten too thick because all them good stuff in it. So what we're going to do is add a can of sauce to it. We're adding this so it's not so thick. And I add it on the end because it saves the flavor of the tomato sauce. What you do is give her a taste. Make sure your pasta is al dente. Very good. And what you want is one of these here colanders. Strains the water out of the pasta. So we're going to put her in the sink and take our pasta over to the... Ow! Oh! You always want these here pot holders. Keep your fingers from burning. We'll be bringing over the sink and just dump that there pasta into it. Now the pasta should be drained after a minute or two, and we're all ready to eat. Now if you're sitting here with your roommate or your girlfriend, you got A meal for two. We're just going to be putting a little bit of pasta on the plate. Oh. If you're with a girlfriend, you want to use one of these. Sure, you got a little class. Voila! Bachelor Chef Cooking Deluxe. How about that now? Bon appetit. This is the Bachelor Chef saying you don't have to starve or be eating a Happy Meal to be eating right. Until next time, when we're going to be making lasagna on all this extra sauce, eat well. This is Chef John saying good night and good meals.